We welcome in another one of the new Huskers joining Nebraska football, signing to play on with the Huskers, Dawson Merritt, the linebacker out of Missouri. Dawson, thank you so much for being here with us. Congratulations. How does it feel that this process is complete and you are officially a Husker?
Thank you so much. I'm happy to be here. The process has definitely been stressful, but with committing to Nebraska, I've found sort of like a peace. So it's been great these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's great to hear. Well, tell us about your recruiting process when you get to the point where you're hearing a lot from colleges and you're looking for that next spot. What were some of the things that were at the top of your list for what you were looking for?
Yeah, for me at the top of my list would be number one would be relationships. I'm big on relationships. I feel like that's bigger than the football team itself. Just being comfortable where you're at, because yes, as much as you love to win games, if you're not loving the sport and loving the people you're around every day, it doesn't really mean anything. So relationships was definitely at the top of my list. I wanted to play for a coach and for coaches that I really enjoyed.
Oh, that's great. When what was it like for you when that it's you said it was stressful and I can only imagine just how that process, how were you able to manage all of it and just with all the eyeballs on you watching your every move, just manage all of the pressure that comes along with being such a highly touted recruit.
Yeah, for me, it was. I wouldn't say it was easy, but I feel like it helped having a dad who's kind of been through the same exact thing, just with being a coach for the Chiefs. So he's helped me out a lot through this process, and just also I just always staying positive with it. There's always a positive spin to it because even though it was stressful and hard, it almost I could say made a man out of me. Just being able to tell a lot of schools no, being able to stand up for myself, it allowed me to be able to have conversations with people that I don't know. Like it's made life a lot easier for me because I've learned valuable lessons through this process.
Oh, that's awesome. What a great perspective. You mentioned your dad. Was there any option for you to play football or did you find the love on your own?
So actually my dad didn't start playing football until his sophomore year of high school. So he didn't allow me and all my brothers to play until we were in high school as well. So growing up, I was a basketball kid. Like I thought I was gonna be playing basketball in college. And I played football my freshman year and everyone thought that I was the route for me was football, but I still was sticking with basketball. I didn't really know that I was a football player for real until I got that first offer.
Wow. So, how did growing up and being a basketball player and not being football, how did that translate once you did start playing tackle football?
Yeah, I would say just just being an athlete, just playing basketball, being able to jump, run, all that stuff translated pretty easily. And then just honestly, if I'm being honest with you, something that's helped a lot with my football knowledge is just obviously watching a lot of football, but playing a lot of Madden as well. I feel like it's helped a lot with my football instincts and stuff. I feel like just obviously with my dad being home, that helps a lot too. But just growing up around football, and even though I didn't play, I was probably more into watching football, playing Madden, stuff like that growing up, anyways.
So it's pretty cool because most high school recruits play football a long time, but you probably can remember your first football game, your first tackle football game. What was that like when you ran out there? Did you love it immediately?
I sure can remember. I did love it immediately. So I played receiver and Mike linebacker. I was a better receiver than I was a linebacker at the time. I don't know what my coach saw in me, but I was terrible defensively, and I thought I was pretty good offensively. So I had a great time though. It was a great game.
So if you were terrible, I have a hard time believing that. But if you go from being terrible in that first game to being one of the top recruits in the state, how did that go for you? How were you able to get there and to where you were able to really develop?
Yeah, it took me actually quitting basketball for me to really like lock in on football training and stuff because okay, so my freshman year, I played football, I played basketball. My sophomore year, I played football and I played basketball. But my sophomore year, I started on varsity as an outside linebacker and unexpectedly, because like I said, I didn't think I was that good, but I started on varsity my sophomore year. And then is when I started to like listen to my parents, listen to people. Like, you're a football player, like, take this more seriously. So, and I was really light and really skinny. So what I did was I quit basketball after my sophomore year. It was hard to do, but it was definitely the right decision. I gained about 25 pounds that off season. That off season, I pretty much just went to work. That off season going into my junior year, just on the field training and the weight room training, just a lot of stuff, and it paid off for sure.
What were some of the most important lessons that your dad tried to instill in you when you decided to go down this route to pursue college football? What were some of the most important things? Hey, if you want to do this, you got to do this, 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 and this.
Yeah, just being his biggest message was being consistent. It wasn't always about what you did, or even if you didn't give, like if you were injured and you just went and were to do some recovery, at least you're consistently doing something. Like, my dad would always preach, you're either getting better or you're getting worse. So every day you got to do something to better yourself. So I made sure that every day I was always trying to do something, no matter what the circumstances were.
Oh, that's awesome. You know, it's I talked to Christian already, Coach Dvorak. It seems like you guys got a really great relationship. From your perspective, what's that been like, getting to know him and you guys building that relationship?
Yeah, me and Coach Dvorak have a great relationship. We've had a great relationship since when he first started recruiting me back. I want to say last September, last October. I don't know when it was, but we have a great relationship. We talk all the time. If I'm being honest with you, I think I'm supposed to call him at like 4:30. We talk almost every day. Yeah, I just love Coach Rob. Everything about him.
And then how about Christian and that fellow linebacker coming in with you? You guys have a
Yeah,
fun relationship.
me and Christian, we actually didn't talk much in the beginning, but ever since I committed, we've kind of talked a decent amount since then. I mean, he's a great guy, obviously a great player, best player in Nebraska probably. So it'll be exciting going up there and playing with him. I'm gonna have so much fun. I knew he'll challenge me to be a better player, be a better person every single day. So I just can't wait to get up there and play with him and Pierce Mooberry. That's another guy who I've been talking to a lot, of linebacker commit.
Yeah. Okay, so if Husker fans are listening or watching and they haven't seen much of you play yet, what are you going to bring to this black shirt defense?
Something that I say I can bring is I'm going to bring a lot of versatility. I feel like I can play in a lot of different spots defensively. I can line up inside the box, outside the box, play man, play zone, come off the edge on passing downs. I just feel like that's my main attribute, just being able to do whatever's asked of me. I feel like I can do a lot of things at a high level.
So what are your goals then over these? You're coming early, right?
Yes, I am.
When you get here and you start kind of transitioning into playing college football and everything that comes along with it, the weight room, all of that kind of stuff, what are your goals for yourself? What kind of goals have you set for yourself to be able to establish yourself early and maybe earn some playing time early?
Yeah, so as of right now, I'm in a sling right now. I partially tore my labrum, so I
Oh,
get I get fully cleared to play football and do football things in April, I want to say. So as of now, I'm just trying really hard to recover my shoulder, do anything I can, do PT as much as I can to get good sleep, just to get my shoulder back to 100% as quick as it can. With doing that though, I actually just got home from the gym. I'm actually really working on because I feel like all my life I've grown up with kind of basketball legs. So I'm definitely trying to get stronger lower body wise. So that's something that I'll be really pushing hard as much as I can't do upper body things.
okay. So that's kind of a big part too of when you get here. Obviously, there's a great recovery. You have the basically the spa down here, all the great stuff. What was your favorite amenity when you were going through this brand new building here that you get to come be a part of?
Yeah, I mean, these were the best out of all the schools I've been to. These are the best facilities that I've seen. It's so much, but the main thing that I would have to say would be the weight room is huge. This is hard. The weight room would probably be number one, just how big the weight room is. Like, compared to all the other schools I've been through, it's the nicest weight room I've seen. Any SEC school can't compete with it. Like, it's the best weight room in all of college football.
Okay, well, you down to close out with some fun questions here?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, so we just had Thanksgiving. Of course, we've got some holidays coming up. What's the best holiday meal side dish?
Oh, mac and cheese. Thanksgiving mac and cheese for sure.
Awesome. Best sports movie?
Ooh, best sports
It's
movie.
a big debate, you know.
That's a really good one. I'm gonna say The Blind Side.
We've heard that a few times. That's a good one. That's a good
Yeah.
one. Okay. Favorite candy?
Candy, Trolleys.
Trolleys. All right.
Yeah.
Favorite subject in school? It's not football or athletics.
I like algebra. I'm pretty good at algebra, so I enjoy algebra.
Oh my goodness. Math guy, huh?
Yeah, a little bit. If I'm understanding it, then I enjoy it.
Favorite athlete growing up?
My favorite athlete growing up would probably LeBron James. LeBron. That's not a tough one. My bad. I forgot. LeBron James for sure.
So I guess I probably don't even need to ask you this one. Who's the NBA GOAT?
LeBron James all day. All day. All day.
Oh, that's another hot debate. Okay, so best form of potato. So mashed,
Ooh.
French, sweet.
French fries. French fries for sure.
Got it. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations. I know Husker Nation's glad to get you here on campus. We'll look forward to seeing you here in a couple weeks.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. Have you had anybody else say something other than French fries?
Yeah, actually, yes. I've had mashed potatoes. I've had hash
Really?
browns.
Yeah, I'm gonna only eat I'm a French fry guy for sure.
So you're a little disappointed in your future teammates that they didn't go with French
Yeah,
fries.
that's crazy.
Well, thank you again so much. And again, can't wait to see you here on campus here in a few weeks.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you so much for having me.